to Friday Fun Day. I'm going to be making a gift bag here as part of the daily motivational projects. I needed to make a gift bag for a present for my friend that I had made, a little mini album, and you'll see it here in a minute. Now, I chose this basic gray paper because I love the flower design on the front, but the back of it was sort of a pattern, but it was plain. So you'll see in a minute why it was important to me to have it like that. Now, you don't have to have it like that. You can have it patterned on both sides. Super easy design as far as scoring it and cutting it. It goes by really fast. You score it the 12 by 12. I'm trying to get some things out of the way here. From the 12 by 12, you score it at 2 inches, then 10 inches. Flip it around and do the same thing. 2 inches by 10 inches. Now, the angle of my scoreboard, I didn't do a very good job scoring on that. So set that aside. And then, you know, you have a front piece and a back piece, and it's important to have the same paper, designer paper, whatever you want to call it, so that your gift bag has a front and a back that is the same patterns. All right, so put that scoreboard away. And for one of the sides, you're just going to cut on the one square up to that 2-inch score line. And you're good to go. Fold those in just so you have an idea of what's going to be happening with the bag. Like I said, this is super easy. Okay, now get the other one. And for those squares, you're going to actually cut the squares out. Now you can also reinforce the bottom of the bag by cutting an additional piece of paper that measures the 2 inches wide by, I think it's 10 inches long. And you just place that in there, maybe a piece of chipboard, or you can even use a cereal box. You just place it inside the bag. All right, now you want to score this real well. I mean, not score it, I'm sorry. Fold it down and use your bone folder really, really well. And then you want to flip that back. I just noticed that there was a price tag on that one. So I'm going to pick that off here a second. There's a slight little tear there too. Didn't even see that when I pulled the paper out of my stash. And I'll probably put that part in the back, but it will be covered with ribbon as well. All right, get that price tag off there. Okay, now there's different places you need to to tape it, and you can use score tape, and you can use ATG, you can use glue, whatever you want to use. I suggest score tape because it does hold the best, and you can also punch the edges, and that would look really cute. If you had like a scallop punch or something like that, you just punch right along the bottom of that layer that folds down. Alrighty, now I'm going to lay this out. And I'm just trying to show you here, you know, how the box is actually going to look as you put it together. And in a minute here, I'll show you exactly where to put the score tape. So that's how your box is going to look. So you want to put score tape on both sides and on the bottom. And then you also want to put a couple little pieces of score tape right there on those corners so the flap doesn't stick up. And you don't really need to have it like a lot of score tape there. Just do it right on the edge. I'm just going to use my tweezers to get that off. And just push it down there. There you go. I'm going to do the other one as well. I guess my coffee hadn't kicked in yet because I was just not, my brain was not absorbing where I was supposed to put that score tape. I kept having to lay it down. Like I said, this is a super easy gift box design. And you can also cut it down. If you wanted a smaller box, cut off 2 inches and start with a 10 by 10. Cut it off more and do an 8 by 8. And then I'm just putting the score tape on the other flap. Now I do like to use cardstock like My Mind's Eye or Basic Gray because it's very, very thick and it obviously is double-sided. For a gift box, you know, you want it to be sturdy. So, all right, so now I've got that flap done. I'm going to take that score tape off and we're going to put our box together. Oh, one more. Now, if you were wanting to do a gift box for maybe a wine bottle, of course, a wine bottle would stick out a little bit, but just don't make the top flap 2 inches down. Maybe make it 1 inch just to finish it off, make it look pretty. And, you know, measure your bottle. I would say make your box, I'm going to say 8 inches and then score it 2 inches on each side and fold it in, and then you could slide your bottle down inside that box. I haven't done that yet, so I'm certainly going to try it. I do like making these gift boxes. They're fun. Okay, now there's all kinds of embellishments you can put on this. So first here I'm talking about how you can attach your ribbon, that's your handle. And you can use large eyelets that you would put on both the front and the back, and use your crocodile. So you could just slide your ribbon through, and then inside the bag you would knot the back of the ribbon. This is another tool that's pretty cool I've had for a long time. Just showing you an example here where you can use that and just punch it there, and you can slide your ribbon in as well. It just, because it's double thickness, it would work, but we have to be careful because otherwise it would rip. And I've chose that, I call it my daisy ribbon, and that's going to be my handle. And what I'm going to do there is I'm going to staple it on. Now in this video it's not reinforced, but I will do it before I actually use the bag. And this is some wire ribbon. I started out by putting it in completely backwards. And I'm going to do a bow with my bow maker. But first I have to bump the camera because I cannot do a video without bumping the camera. That would just be uncalled for. I'm being sarcastic here. And just going to do that. Now the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put the bow on the bag, but I'm not going to have tails hanging down because there's going to be some sort of a sentiment, either you know, happy birthday or something like that, and I didn't want the tails to cover that up. So I'm going to use score tape, and I'm going to go all the way around that flap. And I think at this point in my mind I was thinking, gosh, you know, I should have punched the edges. That would have been really cute. Next time. And here, now that I'm editing this video, I have to laugh because I laid that down on my paper and it got stuck to the paper. Good job, Kim. And I'm intentionally letting this ribbon be kind of frumpy. I'm good with that. And it goes all the way around. And I'm gonna try to cover up that paper that's got stuck there and tuck it in. I want to make sure that it's long enough that I can tuck it in and look kind of silly if it's too short. So there it goes. And I don't need that long tail, so I'm going to kind of eyeball it to make sure that it's short enough that it's not going to stick out. Great, now that looks so cute. Now just, you know, hold your horses here, people. I should have put the daisy ribbon on first, Okay, so as a do-over, put your handle ribbon on first. And these are some colored staples that I bought at Staples, and I use them a lot on my Christmas tags. As you can see, the colors are red, green, and blue, and then I have a gold colored one as well. And I have this little stapler that you know, came with one of the packets. I try to get the gold staples out of there because I want to use the green. And try to break it there, and then it'll fit right inside that little stapler. Oops. Again, put the ribbon handle on first if you wrap anything around it. Now, I wanted to also mention that you can use white paper and embellish it from there. You can make it a vintage style. You can ink it up. You can, you know, just put, maybe cut out some balloons and put it on the bag. For the flat part that goes over, you don't have to put the ribbon around it. You can actually cut a strip of decorative paper, and you know, about that same size if you want, and just wrap it around that 2-inch flap that goes down there. You can do that. And here you see me stapling the ribbon on, which I'm kind of struggling because that other green ribbon is in the way. And I had 19 little flowers here, so I counted out 9 and 9 so that I made sure the handles were both even. Now again, because I was struggling with that green ribbon being in the way, I didn't staple that on correctly. So I'm trying to get that staple out. There we go. Lots of do-overs in this video, right? It definitely needs to be reinforced though. So, and I already said that. Now, that's another way that you can put a ribbon through, is hole punch it. That's the biggest hole punch that I have. So, with this particular type of daisy decorative ribbon stuff, you know. Now you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't have any pretty tissue paper to put in this bag. I only have white. That's okay. You can get your ink, and this is actually Stampin' Up's Primrose Petals color, and also Stampin' Up Gumball Green, and the colors matched perfectly with that paper. So you're just going to lay it out, and I chose to do one in one color and one in the other, and this is from the Flower Shop stamps, and I just went right across the top of that tissue paper. And I wasn't worried about it being perfect. I had one little edge left. Done deal. And just get those out of the way. And we are ready to put our gift inside of our gift box. Or bag, whatever you call it. So that's the little mini. And I'm going to stick it in that tissue paper like that, so that the flowers are, you know, popping up. Move that handle out of the way, and you're going to slide it in. And ta-da. How cute is that? How fun is that for Friday Fun Day? Now, you can do a bunch of different things at this point. You can put a tag on it, which I do quite often. I use this EK Success tag punch. Or you can use the scraps left over from those squares that you cut out and put some butterflies on it. I love butterflies. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And I'm just kind of looking around for my glue at this point, but I had not set it out, so I'm just going to grab my score tape and put a little piece on there. Score tape's good stuff. Put that butterfly there, and then I thought, oh, I need another butterfly. And I had remembered at this point that I had set out this real cute green paper that had like polka dots on it. So I made a butterfly out of that as well. some score tape on that. And there it is. Now the thing about gift bags is people can reuse them, and I do that myself. So anyway, thanks all for watching. Have a great day.